Today I had a thought. Does manifestation only work if you're stupid? Before you accuse me of like calling anyone out, calling someone stupid, let me explain. I saw this YouTube video of a girl who said that you should write on a piece of paper. I have my paper over here. That you should write on a piece of paper what you want your life to look like. And then your brain thinks that it's actually your life, and therefore it's like manifestation because your brain thinks that it's your life, and then it will become your life. But then I was like, that's so fucking stupid because you are your brain, you know? So if you know that what you're writing on a piece of paper is obviously not your life right now, then automatically your brain knows that it's not your life because you are your brain, right? But then I realized that there is definitely some people out there who, do believe that when they write on a piece of paper what they want their life to look like, they think that their brain thinks that it's actually their life. But if you are your brain, then that basically means that your brain thinks that your brain thinks that what you write on a piece of paper is actually your life. And since your brain thinks that your brain thinks that it's your life, then you could simplify it by saying that your brain thinks that what you write on a piece of paper is your life. And that is basically what manifestation is about. So basically, if you're stupid and you think that what you write on a piece of paper, your brain will think that it's actually your life, then that is the case because you're your brain and your brain thinks that your brain thinks that it is your life. But if you're smart and then you realize obviously that what you write on a piece of paper, because you are your brain, so if you know that what you're writing on a piece of paper is not your life, then your brain automatically also knows that it's not your life. But since so so do you understand what I'm saying? So basically what I'm saying is that does manifestation only work if you're stupid? Because if you're stupid, then you think that your brain does not realize what is going on, but then that kind of makes the manifestation work because then your brain actually does think what's going on. So is this like a paradox implication professor English thingy? Because that is like the Oxford theory or something, because like it's like a loophole. So if you think that something is the case, then that is the case. Because I know that my brain, whatever I write on a piece of paper, my brain knows that it's not my life. So because I know that my brain knows that that's not the case, then the manifestation doesn't work for me. But if I truly believed in my hearts of hearts that whatever I write on a piece of paper, my brain thinks that it's my life, then it makes it basically right, because then my brain actually does think that it is my life, and therefore the manifestation does work. So basically this means that whatever you think is true, it will become true because because manifestation. So does manifestation only work if you're stupid? Because it would make sense, since if you think it works, then it works, because it's like placebo effects. For example, like subliminals. People are, if you don't know what subliminal is, it's basically like subliminal is a sound. Usually they're like relaxing voices, what I mean, like beach waves, but then in the background someone has put these voice notes that you cannot really hear, but apparently your brain on like subconsciously still recognizes those voices. And basically in the background they're saying, for example, if it's like a glow up subliminal, then it's gonna be like, you will have a glow up in 2026, your life is so magnetic, you're so rich, you're so beautiful. You have all those voices in the background. And if you think that your brain will subconsciously hear those voices from the background, and therefore your life will automatically change to that direction that the voices said, then because you think that that is the case, then placebo effect makes it work. But if you think that it does not work, then it does not work. So it kind of like is the same with this piece of paper. If you run on a piece of paper and you think it works, then it works. But if you know that your brain is you, and therefore whatever you write on a piece of paper, your brain will not believe that it's actually your life, then it does not work for you anymore because you have kind of cracked the code. But now I realize while I'm making this video, basically anybody who's watching this video, I might have just destroyed your life because now you think that manifestation does not work. Or I mean, at least this paper thingy. But you know, because now we all know that. Do you know what I'm talking about? I feel like I'm insane. That's why I'm making this video, because I feel like I was actually going insane when I was like thinking about this today. So I needed to make this video. So, but you guys understand what I'm saying. So basically, if you are not, if you do not have the knowledge, then you think that it is true. But if you do have knowledge, or I don't know if it's knowledge, because you mean like at least this like paper thingy, like you are your brain. That is correct, right? I mean, we all agree that we are our brain, like, right? But then like the other manifestations such as like subliminals, you know what I mean? Like you can kind of like argue like what is correct, what is not correct. So basically whatever you believe in, that is how it's gonna go. If you do not believe in it, then it does not work, then it doesn't work. If you do believe that it works, then it works. But with the paper thingy, I don't know. So I don't know if I wrote right now on a piece of paper what I want my life to look like, but with this information that I know, that if I know that, or if I think that my brain thinks that it's not my life, then it will become my life. No. I'm going so confused. If I write on a piece of paper, I do not believe that whatever you write on a piece of paper will happen, because I know that my brain is me, and therefore, you know, whatever I write on a piece of paper, it will not work to like trick my brain. But if I know that if I believed that it would work, then if I actually did write on a piece of paper what I want my life to look like, then does it actually work? Because, you know, I do believe in it. Or if I want to believe in it, then I believe in it. But you could like take the same information to like religion. If you do not believe in God, then God is not real. But if you do believe in God, then that kind of makes God real. Because, I don't know. I feel like I'm actually going insane, but you know, I just wanted to brainstorm, and this is what I literally came up with. If you guys understood anything that I said in these past, I don't know how many minutes, then please comment down below so I will not feel as insane anymore. And yeah, just let me know, like, have you ever tried any manifestation thingies? If you have, did it work for you? Did you believe in it when you did it? I want to know that. If you have ever done manifestation, have you ever done a manifestation where you did not believe it would not, where you believed that it would not work, but then actually did? Because I don't know if that's possible. Or if you believed that it worked, but then it didn't. Well, that has happened to me multiple times. I have listened to subliminals. I'm not even kidding you. Like, I tried to have like this. I tried to listen to these glow up subliminals, and did they work? Well, everybody can judge. But yeah, so I don't know. But that's just like what I wanted to say. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.